Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Welcome back for the day trading morning meeting. I'm your guest, Fausto Pugliese. For everyone here who doesn't know me in social media, welcome back. Cyber traders, look forward to have you this morning in class. By the way, a lot of big earnings came out yesterday. We're going to talk about a bunch of them. We did some really, really nice trades. We almost got snaked into a couple of trades yesterday. We're going to talk a little about them. But we had a lot of the fabulous 7 stocks that did come out. Google took a very big hit yesterday. Listen, is that really going to affect as a swing trade? Not yet. Don't panic. I mean, this stock, obviously, you can see from February was at $90. It was up about $150. A lot of these stocks are up almost 100%, but it did take a pretty nasty drop. Now, the way we want to look at this as we trade some of these fabulous 7 stocks, and we got a couple of them more that are going to be coming out, and then we got a few more that have to come out, but these are the things that we have to look at when regarding about these stocks. You got to see the consistency of what they're doing. We look at AMD, we look at Microsoft, Starbucks also. Boeing came out with earnings. And I'll bring up Boeing, for example. So Boeing didn't have good earnings this morning. And honestly, they were not even factoring in what happened on all the stuff that's going to MAX jets and stuff. But even with their earnings, they still, usually when they project, what the next quarter earnings. They didn't say too much, so the stock did make a little bit of a comeback up about $4. So for anyone out there in the Boeing stock, definitely look into it. There's a lot of support levels at $4. I have to be honest with you, I sold it. Okay, I didn't want to, after seeing the trend that was going down yesterday, I got out at 102. I might jump back into a swing trade. I want to see how the stock obviously moves up. What else that we had over there? So we saw what happened with that one. We saw what happened with these. Now, and we're going to, and believe me, there are other stocks out there. We're going to keep an eye on it, but there's a lot of earnings out there. And if you're going to be in phase 3, which, by the way, if you were in the morning session yesterday, please go out and review it. I taught a bunch of cool stuff yesterday on consolidation, stuff like that. But we got Boeing. We had Google. Like I said, stock is trending down. You could see it try to make a little bit of a comeback. You could see from yesterday when the news came out, it was at 154. It's down about $10. Is that really a lot? Yeah, it is a lot, but from what the trend on a swing trade, it all depends on where the consistency is of where it's going to start pushing down. So that one and due to well, who doesn't like coffee? Starbucks did pretty well. You could see this is why you got to be careful on the slingshots. And when it opened up, I mean, if you sat there, look, they went from 94 shot all the way to 91, went right back up. So Starbucks is going on the watch list. S-Bucks. So S-Bucks, you could see here. It's been on a little bit of a downtrend. It's been holding here pretty strong around the 90s, came up a little bit. It might start pushing up. It's a little bit on the expensive side, but it might be for everyone out there that is looking for, a little bit something on that price range. This stock looks obviously pretty good. Microsoft, spelled it wrong. So Microsoft earnings came out, didn't really do too much, kind of flat. But it's just been a really, really steady move. Microsoft obviously benefiting from the AI ChatGTP. And then obviously some of the other stocks that we traded, SMCI, a lot of you saw that trade yesterday. I was in that stock, and good thing I got out of it because it really came down pretty hard. But we got out pretty good. I think we got out at somewhere around, I think I got out right around here, around 130, I think it was, somewhere around that. But damn, this thing in the pre-mark was already at 170. Great short-term swing trade on that one. And then you can see NVIDIA starting to back off a little bit here too with AMD. And let me tell you, I dodged the bullet AMD. I was watching it yesterday. I knew earnings were coming out. I had a swing trade on this also. And I'm like, you know what? I just get these weird feelings. My spidey sense kicks in, which is my day trading sense kicks in. I'm like, stock keeps trending down. And then obviously came back down. And then I'm like, let me get out of it. And then I saw it through that big slingshot. I'm like, you know what? Let me see what happens in the morning. But it is coming back a little bit. Maybe they ran it down a little too much, AMD. So depending on how the street reacts at 9:30, it might be, might be an opportunity to buy stock a little cheap. But it all depends on the Fausto flag that you were taught and, see where the orders are. So those are some of the brand name stocks. Now, there was some other stocks that we had a couple of really, really cool runner-ups. Mark was unbelievable yesterday. So rumor of a deal with Mark. Stock went from 40 cents all the way to almost to about $1.60. I did get in. I had to buy. I was trying to do it in my day trading account. I couldn't do it. My brokerage firm had the 50-50 rule. I had to do it on my TD Ameritrade account. I did get into it. I bought a small lot. I got in, and then it was after hours. I wasn't too crazy about it, so I just got out of it. I said, it's kind of weird. I held a little bit of it, so I am down now on it because I'll tell you why. Some of you remember this stock. We traded this stock back in October in 2021. This stock ran from like $8 and it shot up all the way to 67. So it was a phenomenal short squeeze. These things do happen with these stocks right here. So that was, so I said, maybe I'll take a shot. So I held a very small lot. It's definitely going to be volatile today. So Mark, put it on your watch list. Right now, you can see it's not on the big percentage gainers because it's under the dollar, so those things do not pick up. Now, a couple other stocks also that didn't pretty good yesterday. Before we start going through the morning watch list, RBSN was pretty good. You could see it right there on the morning list. This stock was about $2, ran all the way to 20. There's another stock I also got out of it too. I did a swing trade on that. I bought it back again, and then I did on a swing trade also. Because I was liking the day trade moving on it. And then I'm like, you know what, let me get out of it. And then I bought it back and I lost money on it. But I did so well on the first trade that didn't really matter. But I bought a very small lot. I thought it was going to continue because it was consolidating here, and I thought it was going to hold. And then it did a triple top and I got caught up in this little drop right here. And I says, you know what, screw it. I got out of it. So, but when you own it at 8 and you sold it at 20, okay, and you bought it at 22 and you sold it at 20, it's all relative. A couple other stocks also did pretty well. PXLW. That was also a nice little cheap yesterday. Ran from like $1.50 all the way to about $2.40. That was a good one. And I think that pretty much does it. And that's basically it. So let's go on. Let's see what's moving on this morning. So we got a bunch of brand name stocks. I want to bring up Eli Lilly. I told you about the stock a while ago. Stock is doing fabulous, and it's a lot of it has to do on that weight drug. Nuvo, I bought it, I sold it, bought it back. I'm going to probably average up on this stock, but that's a stock split, by the way. This stock had a big run up from 100 to about 200. And when it did its stock split, now it's up a little bit right now. So these stocks, obviously, with the weight drug, now I'm starting to see on TV that there's these other people are selling it, like Roe and Men's, those commercials that you see on TV. They're starting to sell it. You can actually buy it from them. It's going to be the next biggest thing. I mean, they're making a killing on that. So we're going to put those stocks on our watch list too. And then keep an eye on the Boeing trade. So Boeing had a lot of support right around 20. It held up pretty strong right there. So it's up about $4. Now, these are brand name stocks, okay? A little bit more, more of the expensive stocks, but there are some cheap ones that are moving also. We're going to keep an eye on them too. So let me change my slide right here. And let me bring my level 4 over here because we're going to need that. Open screen, default. There we go. Oops, wrong one. Bookviewer, there we go. Let's put this down over here. All right, so seeing what we got moving on. I know Plug has been moving up pretty nicely this morning too. Plug I think is starting to become a little bit of a swing trade. Look at Plug right here. PLUG. So Plug has some pretty nice iceberg orders right here. Let me just change my defaults right here. Eliminate all the garbage little ones out there. So we got some nice iceberg order. You got 21,000 share order at 418. You got 19,000 share at 440. So right now we're hovering right around this high right here. Plug, you can see here on the long-term chart. We've been trading lately. It's been moving up pretty nicely. It's at 220. It's already at $4. Listen, it's got a lot of resistance. If this stock gets to 470, you're going to get a gap fill, okay? And it's going to probably shoot up right to 560. So Plug is doing really, really nice right there too. We're going to keep an eye on that one. And it's not up a lot. It's only about 10%, but I know you guys have been trading that in pre-market. GS, this one right here, it's got two big iceberg orders. It's channeling GHSI. It's got two. I'm not seeing it here on NASDAQ Bookviewer, but here on level 4, you'll see right here, you got two big orders that are hovering right here around these prices, right above 1050 and around $8. That's really out of the way. You can see the 10,000 share seller is over here on level 2, and I don't really see them on the offer. It looks like they're trading on different ECNs. It's got the support levels here. It's on a downtrend. It was up pretty big. So the only thing I don't like about the spread's a little big. It is up 47%. I mean, I'm sorry, it's up 73%. So we'll put this on the B list. It probably looks like a category 4 from where we're at. The stock is trading unbelievable volume right now. ENSI. It's channeling between, let me bring up over here, ENSC. We got some not really big orders out here. I see a couple of 14,000 share buyers at $1.70. Not really that much. I'll show you right here. We use 2 different types of orders out there. So right there, you can see you got about 250 and right around here. Cheap little stock. You know, listen, great volume. So we'll put that on our list. ENSC. We'll keep an eye on that one. What else we got? This one's up 24%. CRBP. The stock we traded a few times so far. CRBP. So this one we got a nice, it's expensive, big spread, okay? Probably a category, I would give it a 5, but it is moving. So if you're one of the bigger traders here, this might be up your alley. Big move, nice little push, big resistance levels right there. This one's a little cheap, volume's kind of flat. And para, we're getting a lot of these things that are moving, but they're like going down. They're all trending down, which I don't like. I mean, none of them are pushing. So it looks kind of wishy-washy. There's Plug, by the way. Plug is making a nice little Fausto flag. Look at that Fausto flag right there. Gorgeous Fausto flag. Tesla basically didn't go anywhere. It just happened to see it over there on the left. Losers. Any good losers? Any good shorts? This one's down 30%. Nothing there in the losers. New York Stock Exchange. We have a nice little push in the stock right here, AHT, which doesn't look terrible. I see a few. Only issue, I saw a buyer just get filled right here at $1.70. You see that AHI just got filled there. Yeah, we're not getting any orders over here on this one. Looks like they're all trading because the New York Stock Exchange. So you can see over here, we see a big order just got filled there. You see a big little red ball right there, $1.70. That's not really a good sign. So it might be trending down. AHI, we'll see how it trends. But this stock, you can see long-term went from 5 all the way back down to $1.20. Anything else out there? That pretty much does it on the gainers. This one's getting crushed. This thing is that, my God. NYCB. Damn. Well, you got a 17,000 share buyer that showed up over here. 16 orders out here at 6. Looks like that's where we're basically hovering right there. It looks like he's kind of holding it a little bit. This one, I love stocks that get crushed. Not that I'm a negative person. It's just that sometimes they do bounce back. But as of right now, this does not look like it's bouncing. You don't want to be going to a stock market of a stock that's trending this bad, this low, and this bad. So keep an eye on that. All right. Anything else we got out there? I want to get ready for class for some of the traders out there. Anything else that we're missing? Brian says, too sketchy for me on the swing trade. You're telling me. We'll love to see Lilly as a stock split. You know, Bill, I don't know if you know what? It's possible. I mean, it is getting expensive. You know, sometimes they will do that. And when they make that announcement, that stock probably is going to push. Brian says, plug. Yeah, the plug right now looks like probably the most comfortable stock that's trading, you know, with the trend wise, but it's starting to become a little bit more of a swing trade if you haven't got into it. But we got some support levels right around here. Those lows around 420. So we're hovering right around there. So it looks like we'll probably test that. All right, everybody, let's get ready for the market open up. We'll see you. If you're a student at Cybertrade University, we will be seeing you in the next 15 minutes. If you're not a student, you want to become a student, you want to get into my class, just talk to Education Advisor. If you're on social media, don't forget, take your phone, scan it. Make sure you give us the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and ring that bell so you can get the alerts when we come on every time we're here, all right? And make sure you subscribe to all our other Instagrams and everything else and get our alerts. All right, everybody, so I'll see you back here about 15 minutes. For everybody else, don't forget, we'll be here. We're live every morning at 9 a.m. and 2:30. And also, as a quick reminder before we leave, we got a lot of big events. If you haven't watched the Benzinga event yesterday, I personally thought they did one of the best performances of all gurus that I had here. Please watch the video. If you did not get it, subscribe to the channel. We'll get to you. It show you exactly how we use that Benzinga platform. And then we're also going to have big trends we're going to have this week. And also we're going to have Top Gun options going to be on tomorrow. So please make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can be able to watch all these top gurus in the industry. All right, guys, good luck today. Happy trading. We'll see you when the market opens up.